Okay, good morning, guys. Today we're on part 2 of the science of being seen. And today is about when the brain learns it isn't safe. The brain is always learning. Every conversation, every relationship, every experience. It is constantly gathering information about the world and asking a simple question. Am I safe? Most of the time, we tend to think of safety as physical. A locked door, a seat belt, a smoke detector. But the brain is also paying attention to emotional safety. Can I speak honestly? Will I be heard? Will I be believed? Will I be accepted? Will I be punished for telling the truth about my experience? These questions matter more than we often realize. When a person repeatedly encounters understanding, support, and connection, the brain learns that vulnerability can be safe. But when a person repeatedly encounters dismissal, criticism, rejection, or invalidation, the brain learns something different. It learns caution. It learns vigilance. It learns survival. At first, these responses are protective. The brain notices patterns and tries to help us avoid future pain. If touching a hot stove causes injury, we learn not to touch it again. Social and emotional experiences can work in a similar way. If speaking up repeatedly leads to ridicule, interruption, or dismissal, the brain remembers. Not because it is weak, but because it's adaptive. The nervous system begins preparing for outcomes before they happen. A person may rehearse conversations in their head. They may hesitate before sharing something important. They may scan faces for signs of disapproval. They may become anxious in situations that once felt normal. And over time, this can become exhausting. The brain starts treating uncertainty as a potential threat. The body stays alert. The mind remains watchful. Rest becomes difficult. Trust becomes complicated. Even moments of safety can feel unfamiliar. What others see as overreacting is often a nervous system trying to predict what comes next. What others see as withdrawal may be a brain attempting to conserve energy. What others see as sensitivity may be years of accumulated experience shaping the way a person navigates the world. The truth is that most people do not wake up one day and just decide to become guarded. Most people learn it. They learn it through experiences, through losses, through disappointments, through moments when they reached for connection and found something else instead. But there is hope in understanding this process. Because if the brain can learn that it isn't safe, it can also learn safety again. Healing is not simply the absence of illness. Sometimes healing is the gradual discovery that not every door leads to rejection. Not every conversation ends in dismissal. And not every person will misunderstand. The brain is always learning. And with enough consistency, compassion, and safety, it can begin learning something new. Remember the human. What we cannot see is often carrying the greatest weight. This is just a nurse writing from a patient's chair. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow.